pretty stoked because it's been a while since I've done a review, and I'm really, really excited to get back into the reviewing game. It just can get kind of time consuming and expensive to try and review like an entire collection, but I hope to be doing a few collection reviews in the near future. So yes. So I'm not as cool as Phoebe Moon, so I won't be doing live application swatches, but I will be doing, I'll be showing you swatches I did on my actual hand, which took a lot of time, but I love you guys, so I wanted to show you guys what it looked like on my hands. Plus, I really actually just wanted to try all of them on because it just seemed like a lot of fun, because I was really, really, really excited for this collection. I'm going to be starting with the shimmers. We'll do the 4 shimmers first, and then we'll kind of go in color gradient order for the whole rest of the collection. And actually it kind of works out because the 4 shimmers are lighter, so they are gradient wise, they are at the beginning anyways. Hopefully this review answers any questions that you may have about this collection, but if you do have any further questions, if I don't get to everything, please leave me a question or a comment down below, and I will try to get back to as many people as I can. Okay, so the very first color we're going to be talking about is this beauty right here, and this is called Dashboard Dreamer. Now this is a, as you can see, like really kind of light baby blue, sky blue kind of color, but it has a beautiful shimmer in it. This shimmer is, I feel like this shimmer makes the polish. Like, it wouldn't be as unique if it was just a cream, because I feel like I have baby blues like this, but the shimmer, which is kind of true for all of these, it's like a, I kind of describe it as like a peach, because it's gold and it's pink kind of at the same time, and so it looks very peachy to me. So the shimmer in this is, like I said, very, very beautiful, and you can see it very well in the bottle, and you can see it on the nail, but it's not as apparent as it is in the bottle. So if you were wearing this, you could see it pretty well if you're like looking at your nails up close, but from a few feet away you would not be able to tell that this is a shimmer polish, unless maybe it was like in direct sunlight or something and it was shining. But for the most part, you kind of get the best of both worlds, I feel like, with this polish. I mean, maybe you don't like that, but I like creams because they can look really crisp and like sharp and clean, but I also like shimmers because they can bring depth and they're exciting, and they're unique. And this has like the best of both worlds, because you can see the beautiful shimmer and you're like, oh, you're entranced with the beautifulness of the shimmer in the polish, but then you can also get that crisp, clean look of a cream from farther away. So I definitely like that about this. And actually, I think that's true for all of the shimmers in this collection. Now, for formula, this one, I've never had this problem really, but I had this problem with pretty much all of the shimmers in this collection. It is almost like so close to being opaque in 2 coats, but it's not quite opaque in 2 coats. It's like it needs 2 1/4 coats, which doesn't exist, so you end up having to put a 3rd coat on, because it's not that it's not opaque, it's a little patchy and uneven. Again, this could be due to the base coat that I was using. I was using Zoya's Anchor base coat to do my swatches, and so it seemed like if you worked with it too long, you could get some patchiness. You could pull up some spots, if you know what I mean. Have you ever had that where you're like painting and it almost seems like it pulls up part of your base coat or something too? That kind of happened with these a little bit. Not too bad. So at the 2nd coat, it's mostly opaque, but there's just a little bit of unevenness. Just a tad. Now, if you had shorter nails, you could probably get away with 2 coats, no problem. Since I have a little bit longer nails right now, my nail line is pretty like apparent, and so you could tell after 2 coats that it was a little patchy and uneven, because you could kind of see like where it was hitting on my nail line, you could kind of see that it wasn't completely opaque. So it might work for you just fine in 2 coats. For me, I couldn't get these shimmers to work in 2 coats. With that being said though, I would still repurchase every single one of those shimmers. So one downside to Dashboard Dreamer maybe, and this again could be user error because I was trying to do these swatches pretty quick, but after the 3rd coat of this, I did get a few bubbles with this polish. So that could be a downside for you or not. It wasn't bad enough for me to not like the polish. Alright, the next color in the collection is this. Again, so pretty. These are so beautiful. This is called Wanderlust. Now this is pretty much, I would say, the pink version of the last one. They're almost identical in formula, in the shimmer, in the look. they're very, very similar. It's like a really soft pink. I would say that it almost has like it's like a cool toned pink, you know? It's almost like leaning a little bit lavendery-ish. It's pink, but it's not like a reddish pink. It's like a purplier pink. So really soft, really, really beautiful. The shimmer, again, is like that peach colored shimmer. It's like a goldy pinky kind of thing. I think it's really unique. I don't have any other shimmers like that in my collection, and it's fascinating. Same thing, you see the shimmer really apparently in the bottle. It's not as apparent on your nails, but you still can see it on your nails. As with Dashboard Dreamer, Wanderlust did have like, it had like one bubble. So again, user error possibly. I don't know if it's something wrong with the formula of this polish, because it was only on one nail, one bubble, but just throwing it out there that if you have thicker coats or something, you could potentially get bubbles with this polish, but it does not deter me from wanting to wear this. Also, this was another one that it was almost opaque in 2 coats, but I couldn't quite get it all the way there, just a little bit patchy and uneven, so I had to add that 3rd coat. And I don't usually like pinks, and I'm not 100% sure how pretty this looks on my skin tone, but you know what? It's really unique and I really like it, and it's really soft and nice and pretty for spring. So I would recommend this one, even though there are some minor issues, I would say, with the shimmers in this collection. Alright, so next is Pack Lightly, which as you can see is like a really pretty, like soft peachy, not quite corally, but I don't know, it's a pretty peach. I like it a lot. It has that same goldish, pinkish, peachish shimmer in it. It's really, really pretty, really unique. Same thing with the other ones. The shimmer is more apparent in the bottle than it is on your nails, but you still can see it. The formula was a little bit better on this. It still was like that almost opaque in 2 coats kind of thing, but I didn't get any bubbles or any issues with this one. And even though it has that patchiness, it was smooth and kind of easy to put on. So I like this one. Like I said before, the issues are not going to deter me from wanting to use them. Maybe that's different for you, but for me, I have no problem with it. So this one ended up making my hands look really tan, and I don't necessarily know if I like that or not. I'm not like a big like tanning person or anything like that, but if you're into that, this polish can definitely make that happen for you. It just looks really summery, I would say, but it's still soft and pretty, so it's definitely a spring color too. Alright, next is a very pretty yellow, and this is called Suns Up Top Down, and this is the very last one in the collection that has shimmer in it. Now, my eyes could be fooling me, but this one looks like it's not like that pinkish, peachish kind of shimmer. It looks more gold shimmer in it, but I think that works better for this kind of tone of yellow. It's like a sunshine yellow, but it's like a little bit darker, and at least on my skin tone, when it was all painted on, it almost took on like a mustardy kind of feel, which I liked. It's different. It's not like, I feel like all the yellows in my collection are either like pastel yellow or sunshine yellow or neon yellow. There isn't like gray areas at all, but this one kind of fits into like a gray area. It's not quite anything, you know what I mean? But I really, really enjoy it. Sorry, my camera cut me off. As I was saying, this one is good. The formula, it feels a little bit different than the other 3. It just feels a little bit maybe smoother or something. It is easier than the other ones to get opaque, but you still just, for my nails with the nail line and everything, it barely needed that 3rd coat. So you may not need the 3rd coat, but I did just because, I don't know, maybe the whites on my nails are just really white right now, I don't know, but you could definitely see the contrast with 2 coats. But this one was more even than the other ones, but again, I like it. It's not maybe my favorite color on my skin, but I like that it's unique, so I almost don't care. Okay, so the next one is called More to Explore. This one, when I put it on, it was like almost neon. It is a really, really bright, pinky, corally kind of color. It reminds me of Flip Flop Fantasy, but it's not quite the same. Just for comparison, this is More to Explore, this is Flip Flop Fantasy. So they're definitely different, but it kind of gives me that, like, that feeling of Flip Flop Fantasy a little bit. but it has a really, really good formula. It's not like a neon formula, it's a cream, so it's really, really nice, and I really liked how it applied. Next is Pinking Out the Window, which is, I would describe it as like almost salmony pink. And it's kind of like very mid-toned pink. It's not dark, it's not light, it's just kind of hanging out in between. This one I have mixed feelings about because in the bottle I really enjoy the color. I mean, I'm not a huge pink person, but I'm definitely like, oh, that's pretty. Now, this one was one that I had to put a third coat on some nails, but not all nails. So that could be user error. I was swatching a lot of polishes, I don't know. But you may be fine with the 2 coats. It just kind of depends on the thickness of your coats and all that stuff. This one did not look good on my skin though. And I don't normally say that about things, but this one just, maybe it was too close to my skin, like my undertones of my skin or something like that, but it just did not, it felt washed out and weird, and I didn't like how it looked on my skin. But you may feel differently, and I'm sure on a lot of different skin tones it would be absolutely beautiful. So that's the only downside, and that's just kind of personal preference. So yeah, but that's Pinking Out the Window. Alright, now we're kind of getting into my like favorites in the collection. It kind of seems like the first half of the collection is good and I enjoy it, but the second half of the collection is, that's my jam. Alright, so next is Trip of a Lifetime. Do you see this, guys? It's so bright and pretty and happy, and I love it. And this is not, it's not quite neon or anything like that, but you get almost a neon type effect on your nails. It is so bright and happy and cheery, and I love it. And this one had an amazing formula, super smooth, cream, opaque in 2 coats. Unless I say otherwise, like I said for the first 4 or whatever, I used 3 coats. But for the most part, this whole collection is 2 coats. Some you can get away with 1 if you have shorter nails. So I love this lime green. So it's just, don't you love this? I mean, come on, what else is there to say? Alright, next is called I Break for Color. This one is like a shapeshifter, I feel like. When I'm looking at it here in person, it's like a soft red, like a soft pinkish red, like maybe like a corally kind of, you know. It's not red, it's not pink, it's not coral, it's kind of a mixture. It's soft. Now, as probably what you guys are seeing, I'm looking in the viewfinder, and probably what you guys are seeing is like a bam, like neon kind of orange color. So this one's a little bit interesting. It photographed very orange for some reason, but it is very, very beautiful and can look different in different lights depending on the different lights, I guess. That's all I have to say about that one. But the formula is really, really good. Opaque in 2 coats again. I don't know. I like it because I don't think I have anything like it. I don't usually get reds very often, and I guess it's not red, but it is red. I don't know, guys. It's really, really pretty. You guys hopefully can tell from the swatch what color it is. Maybe help me out in describing it. It's just, I don't know. I really enjoy it because I don't have anything like it. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, these last 4, I mean, okay, most of the collection has good formulas, but these last 4 have amazing formulas. Maybe that's just me, but I'm like, I love these. Okay, so the next one is called Pop the Trunk. This is more of like an orangey, coral, reddish kind of color. I'm really bad at describing colors these days, I swear. But this one is definitely more orange. This has impeccable formula. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection because it's such a dark orange that it almost looks red. So I don't know, I like it because I don't usually buy things like this. Maybe this isn't a super unique color, but for me, it really, really is. And the formula, mwah. Alright guys, we're down to the last 3, and surprisingly enough, these are my absolute favorites from the collection. I think they're all tied for first place because when I put them on my nails, I could not stop looking at them. That was just, they're my colors. I love it. So the first one is Boho Blues. This is like that periwinkle that everybody wants in their life. That perfect periwinkle. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. Alright, I pulled out my Secret Periwinkle, also by China Glaze, to show you kind of comparisons. I don't know if you guys can kind of see. This is Secret Periwinkle. It's definitely darker, and I would say more purple. This is Boho Blues, a little bit lighter and definitely more blue, at least in my opinion. I don't know, you guys could be seeing a little bit differently, but they're different, which in my opinion, I can justify having both. And without a doubt, I would definitely pick the formula of Boho Blues over Secret Periwinkle, although this is a good formula too, but this is just impeccable. It went on like a dream, and I just could not stop looking at my nails, so I absolutely love this one. Tied for first place. All right, next is My Way or the Highway. This is like a beautiful, like, I hesitate to call it teal, but it is kind of like a teal, but it's like a green teal. It is green with a touch of blue in it, and it is so pretty, guys. It is so pretty. The formula, I am drooling over the formula, and you know, guys, I'm not like a formula girl. If the color is good, I don't care about the formula, but with this one, it's like I wanted to put it on. It was so pretty. The first coat kind of almost looked like a jelly, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird, well, more like a crelly. But by that second coat, it smoothed out perfect, amazing, beautiful. Oh, I love this so much. Now, just for comparison, if you're saying, hey, that looks a lot like Turned Up Turquoise, sort of. This is Turned Up Turquoise. This is My Way or the Highway. This one, it looks that Turned Up Turquoise definitely looks lighter right now. This one looks darker. This one has shimmer and it's like a neon. This one is a cream and amazing formula. This one has a good formula, but not as good. It has like that China Glaze neon kind of thing, and the shimmer, it makes it completely different. So this, I just wanted to show you the color similarities, but this is impeccable. And if you don't have anything like this, well, I'm just gonna venture to say you probably don't have anything like this, because this is really good. So I think you should get this, and again, tied for first place. All right, so the very last color in the collection is the one that I'm wearing on my nails. Oh, it's so pretty. This is called License and Registration, Please, which I just think is a hilarious name. I love this name. So cute, so fun. The color is amazing. It is like, oh, I don't know how to describe the color of blue. It's not quite cobalt, but I don't know. It's so pretty. It's just amazing. The formula was impeccable. It makes I feel like it makes my hands and my nails look really like nice. I don't know, like it makes my fingers look really long or something. I just really love this one. I can't say enough good things about it. Formula, impeccable, opaque in 2 coats, goes on like a dream. It's just amazing. I apologize for the sound in the background. My cat is exploring all over the office and knocking things over. Go figure. I did find something else in my China Glaze collection that is similar-ish, and that is Hanging in the Balance from the Cirque du Soleil collection. That's them next to each other, Hanging in the Balance. License and Registration, Please. I like the formula better on License and Registration, and as you can see, this one's just a little bit darker. It's like a different kind of blue. I don't know. I can justify having both. Maybe you can't. If you have this one, maybe you don't need this one, but I'm saying get this one anyways because it's really good. Alright, so that was all of the colors in the China Glaze Spring 2015 Road Trip collection. I would say that if you're thinking about getting it, I would say go for it, because I really enjoyed it. As you can see, I'm like really worked up and excited. I really like it. Especially that last half, the darker colors. Those are my jam. So overall, the collection, I give it a thumbs up. I love it. I definitely recommend getting it. I got mine on Head to Toe Beauty, so $3.25 a bottle, and then shipping is kind of expensive on that website, but I really enjoy Head to Toe Beauty, so if you're gonna get it, maybe get it from that website. I recommend it. Just a few interesting things that I noticed about this collection, and you may or may not think that it's anything, but like all 3 of these are in the collection, as you can see. I didn't do them in this order, but this is Pack Lightly, More to Explore, and Pinking at the Window, and I don't know, they're different, and I like having all 3 of them, but I do find it interesting when companies do collections with so many like similar colors. I don't know. I like them. I justify having all 3 of them, but it's just kind of interesting when they do that, and I see that in a lot of brands. I don't know where they do that. Like, there's 3 corally, peachish kind of colors in it, so I don't know. Interesting. And then there's 2 like corally red colors in the collection, so take that as you will. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much, but I do find it fascinating that companies do that. All right, and just one last final thought before I go. This collection, I feel like it is a spring collection, and I feel like half of the colors in the collection are classic spring colors, and half of them are like classic summer colors. So I find that kind of interesting. I kind of like it because it's going to transition me. If you are really, really into lighter, springier, more pastel-y colors, maybe you're a little bit disappointed because there are almost neon colors in the collection. But at the same time, I like it. I really, really like it. And I like that it's something different. Having neons in the summer is like nothing new. But having neons, I mean, they're not neons. I hesitate to say that. But you know, really, really bright, almost neon colors. Having those in the springtime is something different and fun, and I don't know. I like it. And this, I feel like this color could like be all season almost. And a lot of these could. Maybe this this My Way or the Highway is another one that you could probably do like all season kind of thing. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts on the China Glaze Spring 2015 Road Trip Collection. Hopefully I answered all your questions about the collection. And if you have any more, leave them down below. Let me know if you guys are going to pick up this collection, or if you're not, if you're going to pass on some of them. Let's just talk about it in the comments down below. And I love you guys so, 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 so much, and I will talk to you soon. And yeah, have an amazing day. Bye. So today I have the, try it again. Try it a few times until we get it right. Gonna take a few times till we get it right. These are the weird kind of little things that I do to like, not psych myself out, I don't know what you call it, to like be comfortable and like fully like, let's talk to ourselves in a room by ourselves but with a camera. Anyways, today I have another review for you, and I'm actually, so, reviews are a lot harder for me to film. I can't just be like, look at this polish, or I'm just gonna blab to the camera. I have to be like focused, and I'm not very good at being focused. So honestly, I'm not, no. Okay, so the very first color that's not a word. The shimmer is quite apparent. This is oh, dang it. I moved the camera on accident. But I just thought that this was, I actually don't know. I just picked this one. License and registration, please, which I think is like, Maggie, no. I absolutely love this color. It is the